Friday prayers at mosques in the federal territory of Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, which are in Phase 2 of the National Recovery Plan, are allowed to be held with up to 500 congregants, effective Friday.
Federal Territories Islamic Religious Department Director Datuk Muhammad Ajib Ismail said 250 congregants were allowed for the same purpose in 7 zonal mosques as well as Kuala mosques, while for Friday prayers surau, it was 150 people, and surau with special permission to hold the Friday prayers.
According to him, Friday prayers surau and surau with special permission to hold the Friday prayers at the People's Housing Projects and public housing under the Kuala Lumpur City Hall would be allowed to hold the prayers with 80 congregants.
Lectures and tazkirah are allowed with attendance not exceeding the number of Friday prayer congregants for the tazkirah prior to Friday prayers, and not exceeding the number of congregants for obligatory prayers for other lectures, with physical distancing of 1.5 meters, he said in a statement on Thursday.
Muhammad Ajib said the new ruling was implemented after obtaining the consent of the Yang di Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, and in line with the government's announcement on the phase transition under the NRP.
Muhammad Ajib said for obligatory prayers in Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, 200 congregants were allowed at the Federal Territory Mosque, 7 zonal mosques and Kuala mosques, Friday prayers surau and surau with special permission to hold the Friday prayers at DBKL's PPR and PA as well as other surau.
Meanwhile, for Labuan, which is in Phase 4 of the NRP, Muhammad Ajib said Friday prayers in all zonal and Kuala mosques, Friday surau and surau with special permission to hold the Friday prayers was allowed at half capacity, effective Friday.
At the same time, he said obligatory prayers were allowed to be held in congregation in all mosques and surau in Labuan, according to the size of the main prayer hall.
Apart from that, he said lectures and tazkirah were allowed with attendance not exceeding the number of Friday prayer congregants for tazkirah prior to the Friday prayers, and not exceeding the number of obligatory prayer congregants for other lectures, with physical distancing of 1.5 meters.
All the rulings are subject to the standard operating procedures that have been issued. May Muslims, especially those in the federal territories, continue to abide by the SOP that have been set, and pray that the COVID-19 pandemic ends soon, he said.